The other thing I remember saying the other day, Sholo, I think I was saying to you on set, we were talking about how, what sort of was the defining moment in the pitch when they pitched this to me.
Mm-mm.
They kind of had Billy open to
Already.
it and everything. And then they had to fly to New York and kind of, because I've always been no thank you, no thank you. Plus
Makes sense.
my scene partner, Pat Morita's no longer here. I was like, how do I step back into this? I couldn't think of it that way. And I'd recently seen the movie Creed at that time.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
I saw, okay, so how do you enter the Rocky universe and not make Rocky 7?
Yeah.
You come in from a perspective of the son of Apollo Creed, and then it's that angle, and then
Great.
so that was a big part of why I leaned a bit forward to hear it. But then when they're pitching, okay, we're gonna make this show called Cobra Kai, I was like, okay, I can't even say those words out loud, but go on. And we're gonna redeem the Johnny Lawrence character from his perspective.
And you're like, all right.
And you're gonna be a car salesman who, marries
that's-
this woman that makes his mother upset, at that time.
yeah.
And then has 2 kids, but he's living the rich life and says lines like, "Hey, I kicked his face," and kind of laughs in the face of those less fortunate. I'm like, they're not winning me over right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't. And then they started talking about Miguel as the millennial Daniel LaRusso, talked about Robbie as, the estranged son of Johnny Lawrence, and all of a sudden how he would come under my wing. And I started leaning in and saying,
Mm-mm.
okay, so now we have this fresh next generation
The
that
Apollo
is
Creed
paying
son type.
homage to all those characters, but in a fresh new way. The thing, and my question was, okay, where are you going to find these kids? Where are you going to find all these characters, the Samanthas, the Miguel, and this is before it was Eli, Hawk, Dimitri. I didn't even know of those guys yet. And we were talking about populating the next generation. Then I was engaged. Then I'm like saying, okay, like
What are we
how
doing?
long can we just keep the ball up in the air of these 2 guys acting like teenagers? And they've been able to do it because some of the richest stuff in this show is really when Billy and I are on together, whether
Yeah.
they're
The best.
fighting or getting along, they're entertaining in both ways. But then having, you guys come in, that has been a big part of the inspiration for me to see you guys grow and take these characters and care about these characters. And then my kids now, who are in their, late 20s, and maybe even older than that, I'll keep that quiet for my daughter, who's going to be pissed. They're like, they're experiencing something that was so huge in my youth that is now relevant today. There's only a handful of those examples.